Election integrity remains a top issue for Americans around the country, and candidates responding to the call are quickly gaining momentum among constituents. One America's Christina Bobb has more.
Senator Greitens, I know you came down to Maricopa County months ago to see the Arizona audit and met with the Senate there. Trump won Missouri. Why would Arizona Senator Wendy Rogers make the trek to Missouri?
Well, first, Wendy Rogers is a patriot. Sonny Borelli is a patriot. So many great patriots in Arizona who are down there fighting for the truth. And yes, as you mentioned, I'm running for the U.S. Senate, and I was honored to go down to the front lines of Maricopa County to see the audit, which, Christina, I believe is the most precise and thorough audit that has ever been conducted in the history of our republic. And the reason why Wendy Rogers came up to Missouri was very simple. I invited her to come up here because everywhere I go around the state of Missouri, when I'm talking to conservatives and I'm talking to patriots, the first question I get asked is, does my vote matter? Does my vote count? And they want to know that there are patriots who are fighting to get to the truth about what happened on November 3rd, 2020. So Wendy and I had an incredible day. We talked on radio stations across the state, grassroots meeting with tons of supporters. And I think she saw that there are people around the country, patriots here in Missouri and around the country, who want to get to the bottom of what happened in the 2020 election.
And I think there's a lot of people that want to see results coming from these audits and coming from these efforts. As a U.S. Senator, should you win your race and working with State Senator Wendy Rogers, what needs to happen? What does our country need to do in order for voters to feel comfortable?
Well, I think it's pretty simple, Christina. I think people show up in person on election day, they show an ID, they fill out a paper ballot. And of course, I served as a Navy SEAL. If you're on deployment, we make sure that our military members can cast their ballots. If somebody's in a nursing home, we put in a certifiable way to make sure that they can cast an absentee ballot. But we need to move to a process that's going to build trust. And the vast majority of Americans support paper ballots. The vast majority of Americans support showing up and showing an ID to vote. These are some very simple things that we need to do to make sure that people can have faith and trust in our elections. But in order to do this, in order to have that faith and trust, we also need to make sure that we get to the bottom of what happened in 2020. And Christina, I am so grateful for your courage, for OAN's courage in continuing to pursue the truth about what happened in 2020, because until we get to the bottom of that, people are not going to have faith in our elections. And that's why we need to get answers, not just in Arizona, but also in places like Michigan and Wisconsin and Georgia, and also a full audit here in Missouri.
Well, sir, thank you so much for your time and for all your efforts.
Absolutely, Christina. Thank you.